They'll help us with some of the syntax of the longer answer kind of code writing portion as well. So that'll help us. So it'll be a good basis for what we're going to do. The PDF and a PowerPoint of what we're going to do today will be available on Canvas after class. But I don't do it before because we're going to do it kind of in a game type manner. So I can't give you all the answers before we actually ask. Does that make sense? So this is what I want us to do right now to get us set up. We need to get into groups of 4. Okay, so I need everyone to get into groups of 4. And in these groups of 4, you're forming a band. Right? So you're going to have a guitarist and a bassist and a singer and a drummer. Right? Groups of 4, but in your groups of 4, you need to pick who's that. And I'll write that for you, right? You need a guitar, right? A bass.
I keep the beat.
You need drums. And vocals. This is going to require you actually like talking to other people. I know it's hard. Right? So get in groups of 4. There's 5 people in every row, so I know that's not working out, right? So
we got 3 people right here.
Come up with
sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we were just doing that.
Oh, you're with this guy.
I don't know what. Therefore,
I do play the guitar.
you guys.
So your guitar now.
If you agree, and then we'll grab handles so we can reach him. Then he's missing something.
If you have a group of 3, that's okay. I guess try to make it as groups of 4 as possible better.
We don't need you anymore.
Break out evenly.
Somebody
Just kidding.
Somebody needs to play guitar and bass,
I guess.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Somebody needs to play guitar and bass at the same
Yeah, we're
time.
gonna do this, and then you guys can grab him, I guess. Or stage 3, I don't know.
Who will be your group? Here, 20 seconds to figure out who you are in your group. 20 more seconds to figure out who you are in your group.
You guys should probably just stay.
You just stand like that. You 2 can stand there. Who's in your group? Just figure out who's who. And then I'll reposition.
You just talk across the.
Yeah, exactly. No one else is listening.
What?
Can't hear you over the sound of me not listening.
Slower, more clearly.
Who's the singer?
All right. So now that you are in a band and your band rocks,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to split you.
We're on tour right now.
Right. So if you are the guitarist in your band, right, first, on that written down, you're going to be in the first row. If you're the bassist in the band, you're going to be in the second row. Drums are the third row, and vocals are the fourth row.
So sign out of it.
You want to switch because I already have my
Okay.
Yeah, you be the guitar, I'll be the bass.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah, don't touch my code.
I'll be bass.
I already screwed it up enough.
Yeah, well, no, but you will.
Never played the bass, but
I guess it didn't matter.
Until you figure out the strings or something, I found it.
yeah. Wait, when I was in a jazz band in high school, we had a person who played bass, and he went
Double
from
bass or
no, he played like a single bass, an electric bass, so that because we would play at like concerts and stuff, so they can at least hear him. So he would play electric. I mean, to be honest, you couldn't hear him very well, but he still did it.
That's always the problem with bass, is that you can't really hear it.
Yeah, but if you're sitting right next to him, it's perfect. But if somebody out in the audience, it's like, can't hear the bass.
I think that's why they went to electric bass so much.
So,
Or you guitar.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you guys did what you were supposed to do, the team must be even. All right. I gave every team a whiteboard and a pen and an eraser. Your goal right now as a team, all right, your goal as a team right now is to come up with a name for your group. All right,
the electric bass.
for your group. Okay. You are welcome to move your group if you'd rather all spread together on one side or the other end of this. You'll need to be able to talk to your other group members. That will be important. No, it doesn't have to be a band. Just whatever you want to call it. Okay.
C sharps.
It was taking me. I need an adult.
When you go with your group name,
C_Sherlock.
when you go with your group name, write it on your board and hold it up so I know who you are. Well, what were you? Were you a guitar?
200 people. Where are the guys?
The blood runs. That's blood runs syntax. What the hell? C_++.
This is the hardest thing you're going to do today is come up with your team name.
Ethan, C_++. As blood runs syntax.
I have one team name. I need 3 more.
Or you should give us a theme. If you give us a theme.
Well, they're going on the thing with they're all drummers, right?
Chicken.
The drumsticks. What kind of drumsticks? The ice cream or the actual chicken? Hendrix. Prodigies. Puerto Ricans. That's a great way to spell Puerto Ricans.
There we go. There you go.
Slap at the base.
Good? Which group name is the best group name?
The second one.
You know, everyone's group like there you go. All right, so this is how it's gonna work. You have a whiteboard, right? You have a group,
Okay.
right? I'm gonna ask questions. As a group, you're gonna write the answer on the board and hold it up. And if you get it right, I'll give you a point. If you get it wrong, I won't give you a point. I may or may not ridicule you. Just put a blank line on it and hope for the best. Every time I ask a question, we will move the whiteboard to someone else in your group. So everyone will be writing, but as a group, you come up with the answer.
It's like a lot of
Makes sense.
down.
You guys ready for the first one? Yes. If you say the answer loudly, other groups will hear the answer.
I'm gonna
If you
think it
talk
very
loudly,
loudly.
say the wrong answer loudly. So how are you talking to you? Just whisper. Just don't say it really loudly. Just talk loudly. I'm talking my voice. All right, first question is, C is a what of C++? C is a what of C++? Right, so someone has a board and a pen, write the answer, hold it up. Make sure your group agrees with your answer before you hold it up.
Yep.
Right, and everyone agrees, then hold it up. No.
I guess.
You can hold whenever you hold it up, that's your answer. So whenever your group's ready for your answer, you can hold it up. Good, good.
It's how you should totally tell what that is.
Right? C is a subset, right? Or I'm going with predecessor of C++, right? Whereas C++ is the super C. I said it. Which is how I presented it, right? All right, move the whiteboard on. And we continue on. Right? We're starting out with really hard questions. A loop continues if the loop condition is this.
We're in the lead, guys.
A, B, C.
Oh, crap.
One of these will be A, B, C, D on the test, which is good. All right, so everyone good with that? It's true. All right, praise the answer. Move the board on to the next person.
So it's
And we'll
true.
do it again. Remember, you can take notes, but all these slides will be online, so you'll be able to see all these questions, all these answers online. Also, to answer things I don't want you to use your notes, I want you to get a feeling for what do you know and what do you not know, so you know what to do. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
What are the 4 keywords most often used with a switch statement? So I'm looking for 4 keywords, right? Reserved words in C++ that we most often use with a switch. All right, write them down, show the board to the rest of the people in your group, make sure everyone agrees. Who whoever has the board, you are the final say, so you
You
can
get 4
decide.
points if you get all 4 of them, right? So you get
4 points for all 4.
Okay, so you get
1
3
point for
points.
one.
1 point. Okay. Well, I have first.
Minus 10 points for each wrong answer.
No.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I hate this point system.
Wait, is it really
What if I say
minus
Luke is great?
No, it's not minus 10. But you'll realize that I kind of give and take points as I feel, so.
Oh, well, never mind.
It is concerned. You get 3 of the 4.
Yeah. Wait.
You get 3 of the 4. Did you copy off of them? You guys have the same?
Oh, no. Wait, minus 6.
You got 3 of the 4.
Was the last one wrong?
Yeah.
So what was the last one?
It was like.
So we have switch, the main word. Switches are made up of cases, right? We have, to get out of cases, we use breaks.
Yeah.
And then we have a default case.
There it is.
So
Yeah.
switch, change, break.
Yeah, that was the one that started with D.
Pretty much you always have those 4 words in your switch. Right? Other ones-
Default makes it like reset or whatever.
That makes
All right,
sense.
pass the whiteboard. Yell at the people that gave you the wrong answers, and we'll continue on. The name of the C++ code that is inside the curly braces of a loop. So I gave it a name last class, right? The code that we repeat in a loop, I gave it a name. All right, if you know that name, write it down.
The same code. That.
I called it something.
Oh wait, I think I might remember.
What is
It's
it
like the. It's like something that.
I got 2 right answers.
I don't know what it's called. I can't remember.
Body? Or that.
You're welcome to give me dictionary answers too. You can draw it if you want.
There we go.
Everyone got it? The loop.
Perfection.
The loop body, right? The loop body is the code that gets repeated, right? We go once, we check a condition, we go
This
yes.
is the weirdest fight I've ever seen.
When we change a value
The
from
eraser's
one
even more
type to
weird.
another, what do we call it? When we change a value from one type to another, we have a word for it. This one you can also draw.
Change the value from one type.
Let me move the whiteboard.
It's like when you change an integer to a double or double. Yeah.
But I don't know what it's called.
I want to say this. I don't know if this is right. Is this right?
No, because an operator
No.
you do 2
Yeah.
You guys are like highs and lows, man.
This is a trick question.
So a lot of the text is gonna be like vocab stuff like this.
A lot of the multiple choice is gonna be like okay,
Okay.
right? And then the other half is test results.
Okay.
Because while vocab is boring, as programmers, you need to be able to talk to other people in the same language. So vocab is.
Okay, guys, I know how to speak code. 010010110.
I'm missing 2 groups.
What I don't want to do is remember it.
I'll take it.
Right, I don't fix it.
You got the drumsticks? Yep. Is that for like playing on the drums or eating chicken?
Because we're all skinny guys.
Is that everybody, right? Typecasting, right? The overall line, typecasting. Right, we use static casting.
I just did what they did.
All right, here we go. What is this Boolean expression evaluate to given that y is 10 and z is 0? Okay, but error could be an answer, unknown could be an answer. So it's either true, false, error, or unknown. Given that y is 10 and z is 0.
Are you sure it's error?
Yeah, because 5 divided by 0 would kill it. Yep. Yeah, once you divide by 0, it's dead.
We're the first one to get it.
We get bonus points.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I don't like people asking for points. I take away the points. Yeah.
I didn't ask you.
You should make it like a competition though, that only the first team that gets it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get 3 points if you get it first, then every subsequent.
All right, who am I waiting on? I'm waiting on one group, right? You waiting here?
Is every point $5? Okay, cool.
Right? I think everyone got it. It's an error, right?
Because
This
once
is why.
You divide by 0?
Divide by 0, right? Which is technically a runtime error, right? Because is 10 bigger than 10?
No.
No, but in an OR statement, if this is false, what do we have to do? Try to check the other side, right? Both sides matter if it's a false. So we divide by 0.
He dies. He's dead.
Oh, one keyboard. Here we go. I got it. We're good. All right, runtime error. All right, move the board. You have it. What keyword do we use to start a branching statement? There's 2 possible answers. This time I will give you 2 points if you get them both right, and I will give you 0 points if you get 1 right and 1 wrong. Or you give me 1 that's right. So there's only 2 words that start a branching statement. Right? That starts a branching. No.
He said
1 right, 1 wrong. 1 right, 1 wrong.
What was it?
You guys get the 2. You guys get a half.
What's up, Kevin?
I'm looking for
Hey, that's all right.
one of these.
Check it with the team first. Right, the 2 words right in.
I see a lighter
That's
down
the
there.
main branching keyword.
There's a lighter down there.
The only other branching one is the switch, right? The if and the switch.
Okay.
I don't see it.
If or switch. Now, an if is made up of an if and possibly like an else if and another else if. Right, but it starts, always starts.
2 points or no points?
Well, I said 2 points if you got both of them, 1 point if you just did one, but if you did 2 and you got one wrong.
Oh, we're in the lead by 1 point.
So you could have just written the 1 and then called it
Yeah.
that.
Hey, let's keep our lead.
We got to a break eventually.
It's like the SATs, right? You lose points.
I never took the SAT. Don't worry.
On the test, don't just leave everything blank. It's better to answer than to not answer.
But if we answer, get it wrong, it's still 0.
It's always better to even write something in like a fill in the blank than to just leave it blank. Okay? I give partial credit. So if your answer is somewhat legible, you might get 1 point or 5.
Legible. What if I only write in Chinese?
I swear it's right.
It's technically legible.
0.
You're gonna take it. Oh, there goes there. We use this to repeat code at least 1 time. So what thing do we use to repeat code at least 1 time? I guarantee to run it once.
Yeah. Slap at the base. No, there's no half point. No.
We're only at 9.5.
We get a half point for having the best name. We should have BS points at the end. Just have a
So the
point.
team that wins gets extra credit on top,
The
okay?
team that wins does not get extra credit.
What?
But the team that wins gets to pick from my candy bucket first.
What? That doesn't make it.
That's good enough for me.
I mean, I
There's a couple big like Tootsie Roll Pops left in there, so.
I haven't eaten today.
I just left it in my office. That's
have my
okay.
time.
Oh.
Do what? I forgot it right. Correct? Alright, what is the term for the name of a variable? What do we call the name of a variable?
Yes.
We have a name for the variable.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
Got one right all by myself. So proud of me right now because I'm fucking horrible. So you know what? I'm stoked right now.
Nice.
It's all like recording. He doesn't want to cheat.
There's too many BS points right now.
Can't do it on test, so.
It works for me.
What do we got? Matt? What we got? Something. He's writing too much. Gotta be wrong. Identifier, good. What's the name for when we put a backslash before a character in a string?
Crap.
Backslash before we put a character in a string. We call that something.
Crap. That's what you call it.
What is it?
I know it does. I don't know what it's called.
Wait. It's of my tongue. It's the name of something.
Yeah. Forward to back. What? Backslash.
So we call it a backslash?
I'll give you a half point for that.
Okay.
I mean, that's still technically in the lead.
No, I don't want to argue the points.
Well, I'm not gonna argue, I'm still.
We're half a point ahead.
Damn it, time.
Oh, no, we're not. We're tied. Oh.
You got half point, you got half.
Ooh,
Tie.
Yeah.
crap.
I'll give you half point. I'll give you guys.
We gotta get a nice half point.
Okay, well, real answer then.
It's called an escape sequence.
I don't even.
You did do a picture. Are you asking for points? No. You did not. Yeah, you did a fact, right?
Let's just penalize everyone who doesn't have the word base in there.
The sky's blue today, right? What's the name for code written for any programming language? Code written for any programming language. No.
Oh, wait.
No, we already read it, didn't we?
No, it's for any. It's like, Tyler?
No. Yes. No.
What is it? Is it pseudo? I can't spell pseudo.
Or PS.
Yes.
UEDO.
Yeah, code.
Right, you might say it's not really code.
We gotta do before you put it up.
Well, we had this up before you did that.
I told you guys.
Hey, we get a half point at least.
It's not really code, right? That's why you plug it into that. Right, pseudocode can theoretically be translated into any program.
Hey, we should get a point because it was written wrong.
What do we call the equal sign in C++?
Well, I got this.
What is the equal sign? What is it? It's not what it does. Give me more. That's the right. That's half the right. Give me more. Give me more.
Wait, I got it.
Pass the whiteboard. Give me more. Give me that. Give me that.
There we go.
Give me that, okay. That one.
Yeah.
He said assignment. He's like, that's not right.
That's what it does. That's what it is. I mean, the symbols are operated, right? Would be assignment off.
There we go. Got it.
All right, bigger picture. What's the term for describing what values a variable might hold? Right, such as integers, doubles, characters. Right, describing what values a variable might hold. What do we call it?
Oh. Operators? Operands? I said operands?
Type identifier.
Yeah, type identifier.
All right, we got back the whiteboard. The next
You knew the answer.
I know.
You know, there was one time where I told them the answer and they didn't actually put down what I told them wrong. So,
Now we're the base.
He's the leader of the group.
We're base. Okay.
What do you got?
We're tied now. No!
Right, tied or data type, right?
Damn it, Daniel.
Right, integers, doubles, characters are all types, right? We give variables types to hold certain. All right. Given my int is 15, right? There's an if else statement. Does it output something? If it does, write what it outputs. Doesn't output anything, I guess hold up the point for.
Output stuff.
What is the answer? Okay? I'm not gonna say what the right answer is. Two people are cheating. You're gonna wait.
Oh, yeah.
You might got it wrong, you might not. You're waiting to check. Okay?
It's not telling us.
I'm not telling you. Yeah.
So we're right.
Ethan.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Okay. I filed your answer away. I stored it in there. Okay.
Actually, it wouldn't
What do we got? What do we got?
No, it wouldn't because
Okay.
it's not a sign. It's just one equal sign. It's the
The
two.
correct answer is 5. Why is it 5?
Because it's not assigned. It's not assigned.
Always have how many equal signs for equality? 2. Otherwise, what does it do? Assignment.
Yep.
So 5.
It wasn't
It's assigned to my end, so my end is 5, and 5 is true. 5 will always be true, right? So I'll always see out what?
I caught that at the very end.
Pay attention to your equal signs. That's a big problem that we have. Not you in general, but programmers.
So we're a problem?
All right, rewrite that following formula in C++. Or we call it like an expression, so write that as an expression. You know how to do math in C++.
Math is too difficult. Actually, that's algebra. Algebra.
Well, you have to parentheses the whole top part. So you have to put parentheses and then 2 asterisk x plus 2. No, because PEMDAS.
Make sure you put like 50 parentheses on. You do need to.
You put 2 and then asterisk and then plus sign 2.
Damn it, Hedricks.
And that has all of these.
And then you guys a half point. Hey, a half point too.
Divided by, no.
You're missing one little thing.
Order of operations, do I need parentheses? No.
I don't know how to do math.
It's PEMDAS. You know to go first. Yeah, you can if you want, but you don't need to.
Good, that works.
Yeah.
Hey, wrong team.
Hey.
Whoa.
We get a half point extra.
Never now.
Get a half point extra. Hey.
I just care about winning. I don't care about winning.
We're losing, man. It's BS, we're losing.
2, right? 2 times that, make sure you do the multiplication. 2 times that plus 2 or 5 times what? You don't need that for it, right? You don't need it, right? Right, move the board. A loop that doesn't end is called what? A loop that does not end. Sometimes people call them forever loop.
Oh, thanks.
Huh?
Now, a lot of programs will call them forever loop. Right? I'm not going to give you a point for forever loop.
Ah.
Forever. Ever. I like that. Ever.
Never, never, never.
Yeah.
Good, all right.
2 points behind.
Oh, boy. Right.
One infinity loop.
A big old circle. What are the 2 ways to get a new line in C++? There are 2 ways to get a
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, that's not sure. And then ENDL.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Almost. Yep.
That would be an almost.
Wait, but what if we fixed it?
An almost. Hey. Just points.
Lose big thing. There you go. That's all right. Yeah, you guys are good. Right? Backslash, right? Backslash goes backwards, right? Back. And it has to be inside of what? Quote, right? Backslash it won't work unless you're inside a quote, right?
Oh, that's why it's not working. That's why it's not working for me.
Right? And then,
I now realize that now.
Right? But then, no. I don't like this question, so we'll just move on.
What is wrong with it?
Well, is the question going to be on the test?
It could be, but the way it's written, like, it doesn't work unless it's multiple choice. Like, you don't, it's like for hot enough. Like, I don't really know what it is.
Okay.
Remember, you'll have all these, so you can read it if you want. What's wrong? These are my favorite questions. Right? What's wrong with the following statements, if anything? Right? Maybe nothing's wrong. Maybe something's wrong. X is 5. X is bigger than 10. See how it acts. Otherwise, you're gonna if X is bigger than 0, right? You're gonna see how that goes. No.
No?
You don't have to.
Oh. Oh.
I don't think anything is wrong.
No, it's nobody else though. What?
No, it says what's wrong with it.
What's wrong with it?
Oh.
What is it?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with it.
In the wrong thing, you can do that.
There's wrong.
No, it's okay without it.
You're breaking my brain.
Remember, you only have one statement per word. I just recommend you do.
Oh, duh. You can't have x is greater than 10 if x is greater than 0.
Wait, hold on.
No sense.
I got it. Hold on.
Most people are done.
Alright,
No, that's fine.
What?
You can't have that.
I thought it was the
Wait,
wrong
wait,
way.
guys, give me something.
You can't have x
Yeah?
greater than 10 if x is greater than
I think I know what you mean.
That makes no sense. Because
Right.
13 is greater than both.
Conditions can never go on else's, right? Else is like, if this is false, it does be else, right?
And-
So, no condition. So it can either be else with no condition or else if with a condition, right? So, those are your choices.
Well, and it makes no sense to have x is greater than 10,
Yeah,
x
but
is
you know.
greater than 5.
Whatever.
Like logistically, it makes 0 sense.
But then that's beautiful. Right? It's a big thing, right? No condition on the else, right? So either there's an else or an else if, right?
Oh.
The easiest way to remember that is that conditions go on ifs. Regardless of if it's an else if or an if, conditions always go after the keyword if. Right? So don't put them in this. We've learned 4 branching statements, although technically, right, 3 of them is just one. Right, but we've kind of is presented in 4 ways, like 4 distinct branching statements. So what are they? That's 2.
If else switch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Enumeration. No, if switch else enumeration. Wait, I don't know what if else, yeah, no, switch enumeration, if and else argument. Enumeration is the last one, not
So,
else.
okay.
If else, and then switching, enumeration, enumeration.
Oh.
Enumeration.
Yeah.
We had it right before.
Oh.
Oh, really?
So, okay then. Alrighty.
So you'll give it to us because we had it right before?
No, you guys gotta reel in your team a little bit, right?
So I was right the first time.
Not according to the notes.
Yeah. Enum is something else.
Right? So we have an if statement, a switch, an else if statement, and an else statement, right? So we have an if else, an if else if else.
Yeah. Why do we all have the same points? What the hell? The hell happened?
Now the joysticks and the one Webster tax.
Oh, they have half a point ahead. Done broke it.
Alright, move the whiteboard, move the whiteboard. What character or characters do we use to denote equality? What character or characters do we use to denote equality? Speed round.
Yeah, we got 20 points. Oh boy.
Alright, the double equals. 2 equal signs for equality, 1 equal sign for assignment.
Awesome.
You gotta believe that's gonna show up on the test of mine. Where do we store information in our program, or where do we store data in our program? Where does it get stored? Don't overthink it. But where do we put data in our program? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. There, I know I got some real English with an S on it. That's probably the best. Yeah. Variables. That's our variables hold the data, right?
What if we put box?
Wow.
Like, we didn't put box, but what if we put box?
I would have given you probably more.
Okay.
What do we call that? What is the name of this operator? With whiteboard. What's the name of this operator? This is where you scribble, you just scribble and you say something operator, right?
Yeah.
That's right. No, it's not that.
What? Then it's the output then.
It's not the output one, it's not. It's
One's like
the output, the other one. It's the output.
No, that is.
Another group wrote the same
It's
thing.
the output.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because it's the opposite of what you think it would be.
Yeah. So it can't be off. No, it's not output then.
Because it's pointing like away from the thing.
You're right.
If it's pointing towards CN, that means input, right?
No,
It's pointing
no.
away from CN.
All the realize you use it with CN, right? So we call it the extraction operator.
Yeah.
It extracts from the user into the program.
Oh, great. Yeah, I just got that one.
About the program.
I'm gonna remember that for the next 20 minutes.
Right, yeah. So extraction operator used with CN. Right, insertion operator used with Cout. That might come back later. Assuming that I already have CN reader all set up, which is a big assumption, but I have it set up now. What is the syntax to get an integer from the user and store that value into my int? Get an integer from the user using CN reader, right, and store it into a variable called my int. Probably make sure you check with your team before he holds up your board.
Dot something. I think it's like reader dot something. Reader dot. Oh, it's reader dot in parentheses. Yeah. Yeah, int and then parentheses. Open and close. I would assume so. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. No, it's already declared. So once they take input.
What?
I'll give you 2 of 3. That was a thank you for the 2.
I said we'll take it.
Oh, no, it's in parentheses, you put quotations and then the numbers.
What?
Like any number, you said 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever.
Yeah, we do.
Because that's the input it'll accept. So just put 1, 2, 3, whatever. Just
Any
put
number?
Yeah, just any number.
I can just give you 2.
Yeah.
We were discussing our answer, we weren't discussing.
Oh.
Right.
Everyone only like tiny errors, like uppercase versus lowercase, or missing parens, or missing a semicolon, right?
Oh.
My int gets assigned reader,
Oh.
damn it.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Remember the way CN reader works, right? Reader.readInt goes out to the user, gets an integer. Once it has the integer, we'll take it and return it and store it.
Oh, so we put reader.
Always reader.readInt, reader.readChar, right? All those things, right? Lowercase with the read, uppercase with the next letter. What is the following code output, if anything? Right, there's char, my char is 5, and then there's my if else statement. What does it output? Maybe it outputs? What is the output?
It's 5.
My char equals has to be the 5 there. You can't just put a 5. Can you?
No, you can because it's been
Oh,
assigned.
because it's already been assigned.
It won't work because that's an integer.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's done. Oh, but then no.
That's character, that's an integer, so it would be else. So it's not
Well,
5.
the character has a value.
But it can only be assigned characters.
It's a value when
It's in hexadecimal.
When it's in the single quotes, when it's not in the single quotes on the bottom, it's not. So
Yeah, when it's single quotes, it's only letters, so it'll be not 5.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You guys are on to my tricks, huh?
Yeah.
Right, really what it's saying is, does 5 equal character 5, right? Notice one of them's a single text and one's not, right? Integer 5 versus character 5. And are those equal? No, right? Character 5 is like, I don't know, 40 something or something like that.
World.
But basically, you don't need to know it's 40 something, you just need to know characters aren't the same thing as as
Integers.
One's the character 5, one's the integer. Good job. Not 5. Assuming C and reader, again, what is the syntax to get only the capital letter L and store it into my key? So you're only going to get the or allow for the capital letter L, right? And once you've gotten it, they're going to store it into my key.
I got it. Hey, what's L?
Wouldn't it just be single quotes?
No, it'd be double quotes. I ran out of room.
No.
Yeah.
You have word wrap.
Yeah. Yes. You just assign it to that letter.
Except you have to capitalize the care after read care. CH. Pointless. Absolutely pointless.
Right? Thank you.
Now the drumsticks are not even. Drumsticks.
There's this thing called pair programming where like 2 people write code and like one's watching the other person make sure they do it right. We do more than pair programming. You have one slide. 2.5.
Yeah, the drumsticks are 1 point ahead.
No, the header quantities are.
Oh. Yeah, they're 5 points ahead. Shit. Okay.
Remember, we got it right. You guys just needed double quotes, right?
Yeah, so it's double.
Remember, it's a string of allowed characters, right? So you should be able to handle multiple characters.
There we go.
What is the name of the following operators? I think I gave you this answer.
You did.
Like 3 points.
Yeah.
How do you nail the test? That might be worth points.
I'll put Luke's answer on my test.
Always. Good. This is just a test to see if you guys are listening or not. There are a total of
57?
46 questions.
Oh,
We're on 27.
What?
That's over half.
Are you serious?
Very good. Insertion operator. Yeah. Which branching statement is similar to a switch statement? Which branching statement is similar, right? Meaning that you can write it instead of a switch if you so choose. Which branching statement?
There's only one other one. It's if. If. Yeah. Or just if.
No. Need more. I need more.
More than 2 letters.
No, you need more than just.
More than 2 letters. Yeah. I remember I broke it up into 4 statements earlier, right? So I need the one that's this one to the top of I know they have. Look, I'm gonna. You get 6. It's like the 600 maybe.
Darn. We're way behind you.
I need more. That's good. There you have to pick up your halfway, right? It's really like the else if statement, right? If, else, if, else, right? Because switches do multi-way branching. You go down one path or another, right? So the else if is what allows you to do that. What is or possibly are the characters commonly used with cout? What is or are the characters commonly used with cout? Your hint is you better hold up your board the right way.
Right way.
Oh. Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why are we so far behind? It's like we're losing them. I feel like the point system's a little
One room
rigged.
in the back. So.
I think the point system's
All right, circle the most common ones that we use. Okay. 2 lessons, no questions.
Can you even use anything else with it?
With the out?
Yeah.
Not to separate. Not to separate. Once again, one of my favorite questions because it drives you crazy. What is wrong with the following statements, if anything? Maybe nothing's wrong with it, but maybe something is wrong, right? What is wrong? Maybe nothing.
Like garbage, because nothing's a sign. Like literally, write the word garbage. It'll see out garbage. Yeah, there we go. Still behind. Point. Maybe. Sabotage.
The wrong answer is more lousy.
I'll sabotage the whiteboard. Break them out.
What do you got?
No, some people don't like multiple. One or what about a half.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Nothing. Oh no, there's something wrong with it.
Oh, no, there's something wrong. Right, so the value of my int right now is what?
Garbage.
Garbage, and I take garbage and I store it as double garbage. Right? Which, I mean, that's okay, right? You can store ints and doubles. We've talked about that a lot, but that's okay. But when I see out, right, I'm not seeing out a value, I'm seeing out in garbage. So that's a problem. Right? So we call those uninitialized variables.
Oh.
When I start working with variables that are uninitialized, like doing math with them or outputting them, right, that's when I run. If we want more than one statement as part of a branching statement, what do we use? We want more than one statement as part of a branching statement. You can draw them, you can
Do we nest?
what they are.
Should they be nested? Nested. Yeah, try that first. Yeah. Why'd they get 2 points? Why do we only get 1?
What in this class I call them drunken seagulls? Yeah.
Which is what I was trying to.
I would take it. I would probably give you 2 points.
See, I was trying to.
We could have drawn them and then in parentheses on it. Sounds like the name, that should have been the name of your band.
The words on the eraser say correlate, like right here.
What do you got in the back?
Can't even see it.
No. Curly braces. Curly braces. We want more than one statement per if or else. Curly braces. What is this? Evaluate 2 given that y is 10 and z is 0. Error and number possible answers. This is not deja vu. The question is different. What is the answer? Which one?
4.
You can give me 2 answers, right? You can evaluate one thing.
It's false. Because it evaluates to the left and it says open.
Oh, but it does the left first.
Yeah, and it says false. Okay, it's false now.
This is a repeat.
No, slightly different. It looks like a repeat, but I changed something. Just to mess with you.
What, Ramon?
No, it's first one's false, right? Yeah. So it'd be false.
Good. Everyone answer?
I think so.
Doesn't want us to be. No, we didn't answer.
And we need to get
Right, it's false, right? Why? Is 10 bigger than 10? No. False, and anything will always be
false.
Right? We call that idea short circuit evaluation, right? If you know the answer on the left side, we don't even care about the right side. What type can only hold one of 2 values? Don't you hate it when teachers say that? This should be easy. Like, yeah, it's easy for me because I do it all the time. I know the answer.
String.
No.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the problem.
I think you did. Yeah, bool or boolean, right? Booleans only hold either true or false, right? One or the other. The name here for each repetition of a loop, right? Each repetition of a loop is called something. What is it called? Yeah. Kind of fishy that the group in the front that can see all the answers is ahead.
Hey. Subtract 5 points for being. They named their team name in the middle of the game. See, that's just. It's not right.
Anything? It's this. Iteration. That's right. Right, our loops iterate over and over again. These loops called iteration. Can you rewrite the following statement so it's shorter? Rewrite the following statement so it is shorter.
Yeah.
I'm thinking overall, if we take the test as big groups, we're gonna do really good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Totally.
You're missing something.
What?
You're missing something? Oh, good, right. That pesky.
That's the smallest video I've ever seen.
Maybe you don't want to be a programmer. Because that's literally all we deal with all the time. Right, times equals, right? Because this says, right, we do assignment last. So take the value of my var, multiply it by 100, take that value, store it in my var, right? This is the same thing. Take my var, the way I read it, my var times, because that comes first, 100, and then assign it back to my var. Shorthand syntax versus long, which is like, so it's nice writing it shorter, but you don't ever have to really. Then we don't. Write a for loop, which will I'll put the word hello 5 times. Write a for loop. There's a lot of syntax here, so make sure
Yeah, you
hold up the right answer.
I'd have to look. You get 5 points if we do it right. It'll be 4, and then I equals 0.
I equals 0.
Yeah, and then it would also, and then it would be I plus.
I is less than 5.
No, it'd be less than 6.
It'll be less than.
Oh, it'd be less than 5 because 0 would start, and then it'll say
And then
I
I
plus
plus.
So.
And then under is C out. Hello.
And then C out. Okay, hello. And then at the end of the statement, put I. Oh no, you don't have to do that.
0.
Double check. Give you another minute. Or 2.
Oh, yeah, because it's, hello.
You gotta put something in those.
Let's see how it is. What you get first? because you're. Yeah, it's just essentially this is like.
Everyone get the right answer? Yeah. Ready me to check here? Full points. I don't know how many points that's worth, but it's a full point.
I'd say 5. Because it has to repeat 5 times.
All right, I'm okay with that. I'm good with everyone's answers. Because everyone gets 5, so it's like no one got anything. Right? Technically, you don't need curly braces, but curly braces are nice. You count up, you guys count down, that's great. 0 less than 5 or 1 less than equal to 5. Normally that's the 2 most common. 0 less than 5 or 1 less than. What keyword do we use to output to the standard error output string?
Return.
We have a keyword we use to output to the standard error output.
Return.
Talked about it once very briefly on a slide a long time ago. Yeah. Now,
I can't believe I remember that.
no. Right, we call it C error, right? C out for console output, C error for console error out. Anyways, I know that's on the that was just some point. The following code produces this as output, if anything. So what is this code output, if anything? Like I wish you would have given me this syntax before the other syntax. Okay, I'm holding my answer until the end of your point.
It's nothing. Yes, it is. It's going to do nothing.
All right, I got 3 sets of 3 hellos and an error. Why an error?
Because there's a semicolon after the 4.
Dang it. But,
Nice.
right, so it's not it's a logic error, but it does output, right? That's important too, right? It does output something. What does it output? Hello. Like 1 time. It loops the semicolon 3 times. You guys got it. But it outputs something. Well, I'll give them a half a point for getting that.
I understand.
Right? The nature of the question, right? They got an answer in the spirit of the question. Yeah, I have to do extra for you. Just review. Hello, right? Loops the semicolon 3 times. So if you have a multiple choice question like that, look to see if it's a semicolon. It might be or it might not be. So you should probably at least take a look. What is wrong with the following statements, if anything? All right. What is wrong, or maybe nothing's wrong?
Oh my God.
Okay, so it'll output.
I like the discussion.
Okay, so what's wrong with it?
Count.
There's no semicolon.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think there's something else too.
After the while, there's supposed to be a semicolon.
Well,
No,
it ends.
Like after the while.
Yeah, because it's ending. I mean, it's the end of the loop.
Oh, that's probably why my program's all fucked up. Because I don't have a semicolon after this while, and it says there's an expected semicolon before right there.
Yep, that's where it should be.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right, answers.
Did you see that?
Nope.
The 100 is the most important.
Yeah. So it would just, it would do the first one. It would output A.
No, it's just be less than that.
No, the do will go first. It'll always happen. So it'll output the letter A.
No, it's not out.
Asking what the output.
It's asking what's wrong with it.
Oh. So there's just missing semicolon after a while.
Yes.
All right, here's your answer.
Okay.
You're gonna end up doing that on the test, not kind of writing what it outputs instead of writing what's wrong with it.
I don't think you really just.
Okay.
No, you're good. You guys seem like you guys. I don't know.
Look, Santa. Stick. Yeah, now I got it.
Good, right? Matt? Wait, you guys already answered wrong.
Wait. What? No. Why would you take 2 points?
Why are you complaining?
For
Well, we
cheating?
thought you were asking what the output was gonna be, and we're like, no, it's not what the output's gonna be.
Oh my God.
Good, Matt, what do you got?
He doesn't like
Here's
this.
something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there you go. That's all you have to say. There's a semicolon at the end.
Does it have to have one?
Yeah. Syntax here.
Or do whiles?
Yeah, do whiles.
But not for whiles or
Not for whiles.
Or if?
Right?
Unqualified
You almost, okay, everyone listen very carefully. You almost never
Say that.
put a semicolon in a curly brace. There's only a couple places that you will ever put a semicolon at the end of curly. And right now, I've never taught you how to do that. So curly, you should never have semicolons at the end. But, right, this, right, it's not a curly, right? What are the 3 types of coding errors, right? We talked about 3 types of coding errors. Yeah. Good. Good. Maybe even less than that. 5 questions. Good. Think back to my time logic. Here we go. Questions are now worth double points. What is the following code output, if anything? What is an output, if anything?
Cleaned it up. Okay. My program was like lines and lines of errors, and then I fixed it. It'll be false. It'll be false because if you no, I know, but it's that's a Boolean statement with integers. No, it'd be false or error. I don't know which one. I think it might be false.
We're gonna make your brain hurt a little bit.
Try false. Try false first. Right, false. No.
No.
See? Told you, Ethan. Anything.
Last one actually worth all
It's false. It's false. Unqualified ID.
You know it's not be true.
Because any number that is in a Boolean statement, if you do, like if you say, okay, I forgot how he did it, but he actually showed us when you actually have a number in there, it has to convert over to a Boolean, and it'll always become false, no matter what.
And you get half a point, which now is the whole point, right? False is the right Boolean expression answer, right? 6 is what? True, 0 is? True and false is?
Why is 6
So when we
true?
see how false is, what do we get?
Oh, 0 means false because it's off in binary. So that 6 would be true because it's a 1 and
What is
above.
the basic definition of an algorithm? Basic definition of an algorithm.
Program is being cut. Bless you.
This is like caveman.
I need more than that. Cavemen aren't programming. What's the grant capacity?
Invalid operands of types. You cannot modulo 2? What? That's an integer, and I set it to the value of an integer. You're gonna start the code assignment?
Have you guys started?
Yeah, I'm already 50% through.
I did pseudocode, but I haven't started real code yet.
Oh, it's a good thing you did pseudocode because I didn't.
Did you do the because on his example, like the way he started.
No, you have to have a nested loop.
But you don't have to do
Alright, I have step by step.
Well, I had to do while because I had to display the welcome
Step by
string.
step is key.
And then the while is checking to see if those values change. Well, yeah, but then you have to write them.
What does the multiple expression value to?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if he wants us to have a nested loop, because I think that's part of the requirements.
Huh? What? Isn't it
5? Yeah.
No, because line means for, not and.
Yeah.
So be false or false? False. Yeah. Got it. I feel like we've been cheated. Doesn't like our group. He doesn't like our group.
Which one? Let's do it. Give me one.
Computer choice is not declared. I already declared it. Because look, it's computer choice, right? And then I declared it up here where it says and I tried putting an S at the end, and then I declared it as an integer by itself, but then it keeps telling me that this operator is not being used correctly.
Any other number would be true. The only time it's false is when it's true. What is this code output? Or what is the output of one code, if any?
No, you do it left to right and multiplication division. Yeah, just the but it's multiplication division which are interchangeable left right, and then addition subtraction change left right. So you'd end up with x dot.
Yeah, maybe something else.
Yeah, the double. Yeah, the point. Oh, x dot 3.0.
No.
And then.
But then it doesn't know the x.
3.
And yeah. Well, that one's
3 divided by 2 is 1.5 times 2
because
is
that's
3.
just the writing to where it's going, like what it's going to do before it. Because x colon.
About the very end.
No, I know. So x colon space
That's correct.
doesn't put the 3
That's
in
correct.
it. It just limits to 3 and it's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
What?
I'll tell you why not. You did everything right, and then you did something wrong. Two of you guys, you did everything right, and then you did something wrong.
Oh, what about the space?
Oh, there's a space.
There's a space.
there's a space.
There's a space.
Oh, it's too late, we can't pick. Yeah.
We just don't put a
No.
space.
I'm gonna take it in 3.
We just didn't put a space, right?
No.
Ah.
Something more. All right, back group, what do you got? You get the right answer, you're gonna start catching up.
Oh, multiplication's first.
No pressure. Everyone else goes wrong.
No, multiplication is first. And then 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. It's 0.75. Put 0.75.
It's too late, we can't change it.
Damn it. Because it does multiplication first.
No, because with PEMDAS, multiplication is first, but multiplication and division are interchangeable and they go left to right.
Yeah, but does the computer know that?
I don't know, but in proper math, that's how you do PEMDAS.
We're not about computer, but.
I'm talking about real math, because I'm a math major, so.
Yeah.
You mean algebra? Oh, wait, arithmetic.
We got
That's
give it to me.
Okay, so
What? Why is it 2?
Why is it 2? Okay, let's look at that.
Okay, yes, in PEMDAS, multiplication is before division, but they're interchangeable and you go left to right in proper
In
math.
C++, I'm gonna remind you about something, right? X is a double, everyone agree?
Oh, so you don't follow proper
X.
math?
No, you do. X gets assigned a value, so which means we have to do everything over here first, agreed?
Yeah.
The first thing we do is 3 divided by 2, agreed?
Huh?
3 is a what?
An integer?
And 2 is a?
Integer?
And the integer divided by integer gives me a what?
An integer?
An integer, so 3 divided by 2 is?
1. Ah.
1 times 2 is?
2.
So when I see out X colon is 2.
God damn it.
Or 2.0, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna kill the person who invented C++.
If you put 3.0 or 2.0 on that, it
Rage.
If this was 3.0, yes, or if that was 2.0, it would have been 3.
Okay, cool. I get it.
Right? Because X is a double, but what you assigned it was all integer
Integers.
math. So it's going to be an integer that then gets converted to a number.
So is it gonna just always read it left to right? If you don't have.
If they're the same precedent.
So will like 3 divided by 2 times 2 without parentheses telling you to do 3 divided by 2 first?
Yes.
Will it sometimes ever do 2 times 2?
No, because you go left to.
The sensitivity is left to right.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
For all those operators, yeah.
Because
So always parse it left
You
to
can
right.
just assume that it'll do that without.
But it won't do this first, right? Then that last was below.
Right.
We have 2 questions. X is 2. Which statement do we usually use to handle menu choices? Right, when I presented it, I said this is a good thing to use for
switch,
menu choices.
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1.
But wouldn't I need to use a switch in my program? Because there's gonna be like options like press R to reload or press S to shift. So that'll be like. Huh?
When he's doing it, like, it's not like I'm really following along.
I live stream the class if you wanna.
Myself, like,
You know, if you wanted to see the whole lecture, like the whole thing he does, I live stream the entire class. So, not him, I record his voice and video my screen, and I watch him code on his computer. So then I go back, and if I need help, I look. Yeah.
I take notes on do all the things with it.
Yeah, everything I do digital.
That's so smart. I take notes like on my computer.
Alright, 57.5.
I wouldn't even know how to make that.
Alright, so the last question is worth 5 points.
You're gonna need a good computer like this one. Like a good computer. Because it's not powerful enough, it won't be able to record the
What is
screen.
the outcome of the following code, if anything? No pressure. Right, so Mr. Candy, right, relies on your answer. Are you agreeing with that?
Fuck that.
How much sugar you're gonna consume?
They do crash. They do
Don't
crash.
get hard drives fried. Like I couldn't get anything on it.
You want to know why that happens? What?
Because it was 10 years old.
It's 10.
It'll always
C out,
second line will always output both.
but wouldn't it output both?
No, just second line.
It wouldn't output at all, would it?
No, just second line. No, second line.
Why?
Because it's in the.
Oh, I get it. It just says second.
Oh, yep.
Now we're 10 points. What? Okay.
Wait, that's a wait till it says 15.
It's too late now.
Is it 15 now?
Hooray.
Like when you play Risk, you get more.
Yes. I've been doing this since I was.
Yeah, same. I did mine in high school too.
Yeah, when I was in my computers class.
In high school, I don't think they did coding. I
No,
graduated in like.
we didn't do coding in high school. We just had a computers class, but I would sit like in an area where I just start coding.
They don't have like.
I gotta find like some. I gotta pull out some of my
Oh, in my high school we had it mandatory.
I did game development in high school. So that's how I
These slides will be available at 4 o'clock today because I have one more class. So I lost them until that class is done.
What?
If you want them earlier, because like you want to leave right now and go study for another 2 hours, that's great. Right? Just email me and I'll do it.
Are there any
Went to skills USA too.
on the note card?
No.
How big of an
And that was
On the note card, I'm sorry I didn't finish coding.
3x5.
I went to skills
No,
USA.
it's not even 3 by 5 inches. I don't know why they call them that.
Third in
No,
the
okay,
state.
so no magnifying glasses.
There was somebody else
They're
who
wearing
was second
glasses all
place.
semester grade.
You remember?
You show up on the campus, you really
I
great
think his
classes.
name was like Derek
You know
Henry
something's
or
up.
Does it
George
have to be handwritten or can it be typed?
At San Diego?
It has to be
Yeah,
handwritten.
second.
Really?
Diego.
No, San
Some of us
Diego.
write
Oh
like
yeah,
a
San Diego. The person who got second place was either Derek Henry or
Yeah.
It was game for game development, right?
Oh no. Yeah. This was welding. Sorry.
Our school didn't do welding. We did game development. We did robotics. We did 2 different types of work. We did robotics and then search and rescue robotics.
I need my whiteboard.
And we did like news broadcasting.
Oh, I did that in my econ class. I did a video on that one, and that's how I learned how to use Sony Vegas.
And we did.
Sony Vegas is so much shit. Dude.
I use Premiere.
Oh, you gotta pay for that.
You don't have to. Nope, it's all.
You don't. Well, here's the, if you want to use the CC, if you want to use the
No, you can activate it without paying for it.
yeah, if you don't use the CC version,
No, I'm serious. You can use the CC version to activate it. It's weird workaround VPN.
they communicate with the servers.
That's why you have to, there's a registry.
That's why I just pay for it.
I would just pay for it now.
I paid for Sony Vegas 13,
But when
and
you,
then
when you get the trial, there's a workaround you can do.
yeah, because
That's what I did.
it's still communicating with the server. So when you have the trial, you just
It tells the server you have trial when your computer has the full run. That's what it does. So it's like tricking the server.
yeah. See that's more realistic, but you
That's
can't
what I'm doing.
can't just say we have the full version because the server will stop you. That's why they have the Creative Cloud, because you get stopped. But if they think you have a trial, then yeah, that makes more sense. But
Yeah, that's why I've been able to keep the CC for like ever since it came out.
I might actually get Adobe.
Without paying for it.
I might get Adobe Flash and Adobe Premiere and Photoshop and start doing some stuff.
I need to re-download Unity and try and get that.
Yeah, so what happens if you have
Mr. Bill? Y'all gonna stay in for I gotta stay for another hour and figure this shit out.
Yeah, I want to look at, I want to show you what mine is. Yeah, so I'm just curious why.
Hey Chris, you know how I can fix this? I assigned a value to computer choice, right? And then it's now saying I can't use this operator because it doesn't convert over to binary. It says integer doesn't convert to binary.
Well, I need to see your code.
Okay. So right here, I was going to use this one, so I'll change it to that because that's what I want to use. So let me change that real quick. And I want to generate a random number that'll detect this enum, right? So if it's one,
No, you need a separate variable
okay.
that checks these.
So if I just make something like computer choices or a different one, like
No. Yeah.
so would I put this underneath here?
So now you're checking if computer choices is comp reload or comp block, or comp shoot.
Oh, okay. Let me
Does
just.
that make sense? So that needs to be set to 0.
It has to be 0.
I mean, it doesn't.
I mean,
Like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to take away from your learning experience, but your bullet can never only be 1 or none.
Yeah.
So if you always have it at 0 instead of a random garbage number that you're fixing every single time, now you know you can just add 1 or subtract 1.
So would I have to name this the same as this?
No, that's the whole point, is you can't. This is enumerating these values. So
Okay.
0 is the same value as comp reload. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Does that help you at all?
A little bit. I just have one more question. So if I generate a random number in computer choice, right, and in the integer, and then I check that value in a Boolean, right? So right here, wait, no, that's not it. It's right here. So computer choice is equal to comp block. So I would check computer block by checking this number right here and here. Because there's another program that I wrote for the switch statement. I can double check if I can find it. Let me look. Yeah, because when we did switch statements, I think it was like labs. No. Yeah, it's right here. So enumerating these values. So for example, like K grade A, grade B, and then it would check right here. So it would say K grade A. Would I need a switch statement to just check these?
I wrote mine as an if statement. I didn't use the switch.
Oh.
Because you can write switches as if statements.
Okay.
You can see right here.
Oh, I declare this after this.
Look,
Yeah.
just so that you see. So I reversed it. If you were to go open the switch CPP in his lecture,
Yeah.
what you'll see is this is working, but he writes down here, you can also write it as an if else.
Okay. Yeah.
So I unlocked it, because that's how I wrote my program, was if else. I still enumerated. You might lose points because he wants you to use characters, not numbers, but I'm using ints and I'll just
No,
do
I'm
something
using
extra.
characters.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's-
that's your thing.
Yeah. It's just. Hold on. Let me try to debug this. Yeah, you have to. Oh, wait, are you asking how to check characters, Daniel?
I mean, if you look, you have to have put all those conditions in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Not supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But I'm here to help.
So one of that code should go in the loop. Because in the loop, because you can even the loop of what we do, right? So in the loop, you're always going to get using the computer.
But as far as for the,
So yeah, so you
switch, you go to that.
Yes, that was good. And then, really, so, well, there are three choices I think that we actually know. So this should be right, whether or not. If you have ammo, your choices are really shoot and block, right? So it's like an ammo. So then they'll never give you that input, right? That's good. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll get you, and I got Chris and Mike, I'll do that. Right, but what if the computer runs oh, this is my computer. That should work. I don't think so. I don't think that's how you want to do it. His is like a super like headset now. So it's really, I don't know. Okay, so you get this when you have multiple CPG files that you're trying to compile. It says, right, because you have yours and mine. So all we have to do is change this to this. And so it'll only compile this file. So now it'll only compile all the pieces in your actual. Do you want my chair?
I don't know. Kind of been, I don't know. I guess I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, so I know one of the initial things you did
I
was
just. I'm just curious when
when I came back, my code was all like stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Like my
Okay.
see you.
But this isn't staircasing.
Well, I fixed.
Oh,
I
you
went home
fixed
and
it all.
I went home and
Oh,
tried
these
to
are
fix.
all okay after. Okay.
Yeah. So what
Okay,
happened?
yeah, that makes sense.
Is
What's this?
you know how we're supposed to control, and you showed me my code was really close, but I needed to put all my ifs inside
Yeah.
that second while. So what it's doing now when I run it, it's giving me that when I'm trying to control the user input, so I don't get what the.
So no one has a bullet yet. 1 for reload, 2 for block, 3 to shoot. Okay, so this is at the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
Which means you don't want to do this. That could be. When you mix CNs and readers, you run into problems. So I'm gonna get rid of that first. And then see what it does. So I think that's all that was going to be a problem.
So okay, can you explain to me what that's doing?
So, well, CN's waiting for the user to do input and then give you something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is kind of doing the same thing, but they do it in a slightly different way. And so if you think about like all your inputs like being stacked up together, as it removes the stacks, that removes them differently. And so it was actually taking basically a space or a new line character as its input, which is why it was giving you that error. We'll learn why really eventually, yeah. So one or the other, but not both.
So this is asking the same thing as that because this is CN
Yeah,
reader.
right. Behind the scenes, that's
so
using
I must
CN.
have missed that you were like, nope to
Yeah.
that. Okay. That's literally.
That's where you were at, right?
I think
So
so.
that.
Ha, let's see. In a bowl. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we both get in a bullet. I don't want to shoot.
Ah, computer shot too.
Okay.
That doesn't like restart me.
You can have more if you're like. If you're
Okay, I can't shoot when I don't have a bullet. And the computer blocked. So now I can shoot again. And computer blocks. So reload. Oh, computer shot me.
So like the way the computer draws you confused.
Right now, I don't know if I
Alright, guys.
can.
I'm in the zone. I gotta finish that real quick.
Oh, because I think if you're trying to program, like, it gets wonky when you try to program, like, specific rounds inside of, like, a loop like all. Because you're basically forcing them to do this because you know that when the game starts. But really, the way to know is to do that.
Third. Okay, let's try this again. Make sure.
So, like instead of just like here, you're kind of making that assumption.
So,
Right? But really, it should be
can't
like,
do that. But I can reload. Okay. So now I can shoot. Reload.
Oh, okay.
Shoot.
That's a problem.
Reload. Shoot. Reload.
Right,
Shoot.
so I don't want Boolean.
Reload. Shoot. Go in! Finally, the computer didn't do it.
Here I can check. I see if.
Okay, if it's a draw, I could say.
If it's that, then I know, right? Then I can say.
Oh, you know what I could do? What I could do is make.
So I'm finding myself.
Hold on.
Like a bunch of
Right, because you're like, oh, I know I'm in this case or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. So this is like, right, at the beginning of every round, you check to see, is the user's gun loaded or not? If it's not, you get these choices. If it is, right, you get the other two choices. And then right after that, same style of each thing. So you know the variable, right, cost.
Yeah.
And then you can generate the choices based on that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Do you find stuff? Okay. Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, reload. Shoot. Shoot. Reload. Shoot. Wait, the computer won?
You got beaten by a computer, Chris? Lame.
Okay.
I don't get why this is going.
So what I'm seeing here is that then when you ran or time, you have to include C time.
No, I can put anything.
Oh, there it is. So I'll add this into your code. That's why
Reload. Shoot. It's a draw. So the second number is me outputting what the computer's doing, and I can take that out later because the words pretty much give you what the computer. That makes sense. What I don't understand is why this didn't.
That would make it work, but I'll make it work.
Oh, maybe I need to do just one. Let me try that. Stop. I'm trying to have an action happen when it's a draw.
So this one's alright.
See, that's why I don't know why it's not restarting.
It is in its own folder with docs. Okay. So we can do that, right? So we could just currently right now.
Oh, maybe I can do.
And then, like, what I would say is before you submit it, just copy all the code in this file. And then basically do it. So they only like to have this.
turn here. So I'm doing this while this, but then this happens while it's dead.
Like on here, we would like, you know, the car.
Yeah.
Did you want them to run that?
Oh my god. Did ask a good question. Why this no work? Help me.
Yeah. Don't say board of the six. Or let's see, where's that? Let's say 78. Maybe you're probably must be close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because this do while.
So if your program won't keep running,
For now, it's like while.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm hoping this will work. Have a phone over there, Daniel? And I'm on a phone call. What the hell? Hello? Yeah, I'm still in school right now.
Eventually, you need to change that to like.
Well, yeah, on certain days I'm out of school earlier, but on Tuesdays, yeah. So I'm gonna start it around maybe like 2:30. But that's okay. Bye.
I think we'll start doing stuff with this kid. Jason, you want to download it on my computer? I got here in more, right?
Yeah.
We're always wasting the last minute. Come on, we've had a month to do this.
I'm not waiting the last minute. Come on.
Okay, Luke, I have a problem here. Every single time I run my code, this stops me. It says
Is comp choice an actual variable or is it an enumerated?
Yeah, it's declared. It's right here. It's declared as 0.
Okay.
And then it says it can't change into binary.
Oh, you're missing parens on ran. That's what you're missing.
Oh,
Ran paren 1 2.
great. Now that was my only problem then. Let's see what happens when I do that.
okay, I'm getting
Does
this.
it look like a nice car?
Toyota, probably a little camera.
Yeah, no, not my Jeep then.
So am I missing?
Yeah, throw them on my desk there and I'll.
So if I'm saying yes, and then it just like I'll try to play again, and it's not doing that, do I need to reset my true or false yet? I was trying to here, but I don't know if that's where I would do it.
Yeah, that's where you do.
Because I just did it, and this is what I still got.
Okay, right, 'cause that's your first loop, the game loop, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, right here, right? Because you want to start them as false, and then they're both false.
Because while yes, then it would start at this do and hit it, but it didn't.
Let's try it again. Because now we have to win. Or lose. We can lose. It's really easy to lose, right? Block and reload. Check the play again. Yes. I think it's just waiting, right? Because your cout statement's not in the game loop.
That needs to be in here.
Probably.
Okay. But that doesn't have any. This doesn't change anything. That's just
Right, but I guess you need something here, or maybe even like I mean, you somewhere you have to know like when you play another game, you gotta get some like flavor text that says like you're playing again or something like that. Does that make sense?
So I just put that all in another one.
Maybe even right here, right? So here you get their choice, right? And then you can say if, right? If again is y. It's actually the same condition as your loop, right? You can say cout. All right. Okay, great. You know, whatever, right? That's where and that's the text that would show up right here, right? Okay. Great. You want to play again? Okay, getting it all set up again.
But then when you start playing, it just says exited 0.
What if I say 1?
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you. Yeah. And I thought if I was resetting them each time, it would be fine. I don't know.
Let's see what we got.
The computer
Didn't do
blocked.
anything, I guess so, huh?
Well, the computer blocked.
3, oh shoot.
You win, so I mean, still, it ended.
Oh, you have to play again. Yes, it says, okay, great. So it comes up, this isn't happening. Yeah, can be 0. Oh yeah, so it's not getting any details. This, that, this, that, this, that, it's 0, so actually, is that? How do I say that? Actually, yeah.
There was a weird thing. You remember how I had these backwards in here?
Oh, yeah.
So I switched those. Obviously, it's
Yeah, but
random.
I don't know I don't know how I could get out, because it still has to come, like, even if that loop ends,
Right.
it still has to get here. Then I guess it's time to.
This is a legit question.
That's good.
This isn't I waited till the last minute.
So it's good. So we're going to block.
The computer also blocked.
Which they're not supposed to, right? At the beginning, they're supposed to always, if both people are unloaded, it should reload.
But I mean, he has the option to reload.
Yeah, but the
to
instructions
block.
say that he's supposed to.
Oh,
so
so I have to fix that?
You're smart enough, because you shouldn't ever block when no one has any bullets. Yeah, so you should fix that.
Okay.
Alright, so we're jumping over all else. It's great, because all we did was both reloaded, right? Alright, so I'm here, and so now I can, what did you do? 2? What's that? Reload again?
Yeah, well, that 2 is blocked.
Oh, 2 is blocked, so I'm gonna reload then.
Because that's the middle one blocked.
So reload, great. Comp action was to do 1, just reload, right? So now I can shoot.
It's kind of cool seeing it all come out.
You win, right? So it goes up to the top. It's false, right? Play again. We say yes. We want to play again. If Y is that, we say okay, great. Right? Does that? Does that?
Does this need to be those characters so that it can be a lowercase y?
Well, you have a CN statement right here. That's where it's at. Oh, you have a second again CN. So when we type like 1, right, then it's not Y, and so it breaks out of the loop. Right?
So I just erased that.
So just, yeah, there's your problem. There. That's your problem. Yeah, because that's what this is doing, right? There's your game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Luke, I have a question. So when I run this program, I get a little problem when I get to this part, and it would ask me, you know, if you want to shoot or block, right? And I would change the value of player choice to whatever character that's typed here, right?
Right.
And then it would check it here, but the computer choice is then put into a random number generator, and I'm not sure if this is actually comparing this value in the enumerated number.
Well, comp block you made 0 or 1 or 2, right?
I made comp block 1, and then I made comp reload, I think 0. And I think I made shoot 2.
Okay.
So
yeah, so ran mod 2 will give you either 0 or 1, which will be either comp block.
Let me
or
put
comp
+1.
Then that would be.
And then that would be shoot or.
That'd be 1 or 2.
Yeah, it'd be shoot or block. So is this actually comparing this value? Okay, let me see what happens. Okay, let me just reload.
Yeah, so you could just say 0.
Comp action equals 0.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say, I don't know, shoot.
That way,
but then it just stops.
Only chooses
because after I change the value of game set, because I have to set it equal to 1 in order to display this if statement in this while loop.
Okay.
And then after this is subtracted, then goes through all these if statements.
Okay. But so then my recommendation to figure out what's going on would be, so we stop it. We're going to turn on the little
debugger.
Yeah.
Reload.
There it is. Yeah. So in here, right, I would just click here. So this is where it'll stop.
No, my enumeration is 1. I still need this to be 1.
You can run it and then kind of go through the steps. Remember, F10 moves us, or you can hit this guy. That will move us through the code.
Okay.
So, and it won't go there until we actually get there.
So if I choose.
So now we're here. These are the values of variables. Step through and see what happens.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Ha. Yes. Okay, great. Ah.
Wait, so the computer.
Yeah, okay, so this is what happened. So we both reloaded, and then I shot, he blocked, but then he still had a bullet because he blocked my shot. So then I had to reload or block, but he chose to shoot when I reloaded, so I lost.
So you're gonna change that to say like.
So like I'm taking like this second 3 is the computer's choice.
Yeah.
And then I don't need that second 3, but I put it in here. See, I even coded it right here. Can remove when ready determine, because this is just so I know I'm having it spit out what the computer's doing so I can see. I wanted to make sure it was running.
And then like later on, you're gonna change it so the user can have.
What?
You're gonna change it so the user can know like the computer has.
You don't need to because it says you both get a bullet.
That's up to you.
But like right there, you're like.
Like watch, I could do this right here.
Oh, yeah, both you and you were reloaded.
Watch. Okay, so computer. So it's still telling me what the computer is. Did I put C out somewhere? Wait, why did it tell me? It shouldn't be telling me what the computer did. No, I was showing you that I can take it out and it will tell, it makes, I push 1 and this says you both get a bullet. You already can assume what the computer did.
Oh.
It's redundant, it's saying the same thing.
Because if you think about it, to end the first round.
I figured out what the problem was. There we go. Has to be lowercase and uppercase, which is much bullshit.
The rest of goes.
Okay, great.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh-oh.
So if I put this.
Yeah, though it says that the user should have put here.
Root Toot Wild West, name of the game. How quick you draw. Let's see how you square up. That one has a bolt to start. You can press 1 for reload, 2 for lock, and 3 for shoot. I tell you what.
Wait, what? Because when you think about it, their choice will then change the status of the variable. And if that all status is done,
Oh, okay, so something was weird there.
so
I think I need to reset.
this was like.
I think I need to reset these amounts as well. You leaving? Why? Are you tired of watching my?
No.
That's right, boy. Okay, is this play ammo? Equals 0. And comp 0. That way it'll reset itself.
And then you do the same if.
Oh, I think I ruined it.
Computer's choice. Computer's kind of a.
Yeah, because I think it was messing up because it was still registered someone had a bullet. Okay, now I should not be able to shoot,
There's a lot of logic in this.
but I can reload. And I can shoot again. It's a draw. Sick. Okay.
So if I just shot, I should not be able to shoot again, right? So if it was a draw, that's what I'm doing it as.
Yeah.
So yeah, it won't let me shoot because I don't have a bullet. Yes.
Work there, Chris?
Yeah, dude.
Well, where you want, where this is.
Chris, could you help me real quick?
What do you need, man?
Okay, when I run my debugger, right, and I want to check the value of computer choice is equal to computer shoot, and then the player choice is B, right? What the hell? Yeah, this is the problem. Player choice is not saved anywhere. Because, for example, like when I run this, right, and
Go to where you've entered.
Hold on, let me,
Player choice.
Okay. So this undefined reference.
I never declared it. So it's outputting garbage. No, it's right here. I declared it right here.
No, but you need to now, right under it or something, say what player choice's value is. Player choice equals what? You have to assign it a value.
Okay, so it's waiting. So you must have
Assign it,
right here, right? User input.
No, but here's the thing though, it checks for it if you type B or S. So wouldn't it store that character?
Because it's starting with garbage and you're gonna add something you want to garbage.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 0
Doesn't
then.
make sense.
Or no, I can't put 0, I'll just put
How do I
A.
avoid that whole shutting down when I progress thing that it did?
Commit it and push it. That's how I avoid it.
Okay.
Because Git's just a version control system, right? I'm using it as your submission, but you can submit a bajillion times, right? So Git add dot.
And you're only ever gonna check it when it's time to grade after it's due.
I'm gonna only check it now.
Okay.
I don't tell people that. I think it's on me if I had a due date for
Tell
you.
me what?
Exactly. If I have a due date, right, then, right, I should be very soon after the due date.
Right.
Oh, it converts it to hexadecimal. So
That's not the thing you should be worried about. You should just assign it a value of 0 or whatever.
yeah, okay.
Or care if you're doing.
If it's a character, do I just assign it a character?
Then it should be care player choice, not into player choice.
No, it says care player choice right there.
Right.
But if you want
player
it-
choice equals in single quotes.
Yeah, like
what?
a letter, like A or something. Because right now it says it's equal to A. In hexadecimal, that's 97. It's interesting. Oh, I'll worry about that later. Because I've gotten pretty
He
far.
wants us to do characters, but I just enumerated my stuff, so I'll just do one of the extra credit things so that it cancels out,
Yeah.
like I did on my guessing game.
Yeah, I think
So I still got 100% because I lost 8 points, but I also gained 8 points with my loop I did, and it created a custom function.
yeah, so I think I realized why.
Like I'll find doing all this. I have a shit ton of content, so I'm out of here.
Yeah, so what I have to do is I have to find the value of bullshit.
Wait, how do you? Put this button, new terminal.
I declared it twice. That's why. That's why it's declared twice. Where are you?
Push? Is that how you do it? Oh, sick. Silent. Wait. So Chris does.
Oh yeah, no.
There. Ooh, sick. I think I did it.
Player choice is not declared. Sons of bitches.
Wait, back. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Let's just delete this. Okay, Chris, I figured out what my problem was. Because I was declaring it twice, and this if statement has to be outside of the while loop, because otherwise it's technically not declared. So once it starts looking for it, it's like, I don't know where it is. So I have to put the if statement up here somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, because when I made a new variable where the variables were, there were two. And when I made two, then it freaked out and it was like, okay, which one is it? And it doesn't, the computer can't guess for me, so.
Okay,